take a minute to fuel up. There you go. Arriving. Oh, apparently we lost the jetway somehow. Not exactly sure why I did that, but it did. And there you go. We have the fuel truck, and apparently that's a thing. I didn't know that. Like, they're underground tanks, and yeah, those trucks just connect to the tank and just pump the fuel, like according to what is asked. That dude seems to be doing nothing. Just saying. Why is it not starting though? Is it because I'm above? I'm guessing that's the reason. Well, let's open everything just to see what happens. Maybe it's equipment hatch. That's possible. Nope, start is still yeah, I have a feeling it's because I'm above, most probably. Jesus Christ, the graphics. Yeah, if that's not working, yeah, I have a feeling it's because I'm above, most probably, but I thought they could pump fuel out or something. Maybe I'm wrong, I don't know. Let's release all of that anyway. I can do that right there. 7514, 7514. Boom, and there you go, 75. And return, can I do payload? All right, here we go. 503. 503. Let's go. Is there a start boarding kind of thing? Oh, look at that. Oh, you can set exactly the amount, number of feet. I'm gonna try that. Worst things, 116. So 116. Boom. Start. Yeah, there's already people in there. I need to check that out a little bit. Hey, DG, what's up? In the background while going through some files. Oh, I see, I see. Well, thank you for lurking, friendo. I haven't, yeah, I haven't had a chance to talk to you in a while. Hope you're doing well. Right, that thing is happening. I'm not exactly sure what's, how that's gonna work out, but we'll see. Huh? Look at those freaking graphics. Yeah, it's hard to beat. Explain, by the way, posted a tweet with what looks like a screenshot of what they're working on, and it looks freaking amazing. And I wrote back, just please make it look as good as MSFS, like please, please, please. Also working on scenery development, been quite busy on scenery development. My future streams might be on Blender. Oh, that is, wow, that's very cool. I know close to nothing about modeling, so that would be interesting. Right, one person set. And there you go. We're good on that. Let's see the... Let's see that now. Yeah, it's technically less, so let's do 50 decimal 3. There you go. Return. Let's close the door so people don't fall out. Close, close, close. Return. Yeah, did you get, I'm guessing not, but did you get the airplane? We're good. Next. Boom. Next. Boom. Here you go. We're going from AC. Which is running in the background and do is when need them all so I can render while I'm cruising. Ah, there you go. 737, not yet. All right. I still don't understand why people complain, by the way. I guess there will always be people who will complain about stuff, but I think it's amazing. I think it's extremely well made. I think it's the first, probably the second, but this level of quality, it's the first time. I mean, even the Mad Dog was a huge step up. This one is even further. Actually, it's unbelievably good. It's so well made. And yeah, and obviously, you know, MSFS being MSFS, like it's a good future. I want more at this point, you know what I mean? Finally we're seeing a good airliners, finally. Anyway, all right, flight requests, there you go. I figured out the way to import flights finally. Oh no, please tell me that's not. Oh crap. That's the one thing I really don't like. Yeah, I made a mistake. All right, is it a long flight though? No, it's quite short, so I'm gonna do that manually, I guess. The problem is the routes don't show. If I create the flight plan and the airplane is already loaded, it will not update the routes, and that is very annoying on stream, particularly. It is very annoying, but anyway, that's life, I guess. Next flight I might just reboot, not reboot, but reload or something. I don't know. All right, let's do it. EC to YMML. We're going to Melbourne. I think it's VOZ 121. Oh, and by the way, I think another thing, I think it's the price, I think it's cheap for what it is. That's my opinion. I don't understand why people complain about the price. I really don't get it. It took them 3 years to do that. It's a niche product as well. It's not like GTA. They won't sell like millions of those. I think it's cheap, actually, for what it is. That's my opinion, and let's be honest, I'm a bit fed up seeing people complain about a product like that that's being expensive. Anyway, whatever, moving on. Okay, so departure, gonna depart 34 left via wall 2. There you go, no transition, that's fine. Index arrival, LS Zulu 27, ILS Zulu 27, there you go, ILS Zulu 27, via Lizzie 8 Alpha, there you go, and transition Lizzie, so no transition, there you go. And we go back to route. We can do activate, actually. We can do that. There you go. And that's gonna be Oh, there's literally one. Oh, that's interesting. Why am I getting so many though here? Not sure. All right, we'll do exactly what I have on SimBrief then. So H 65 invalid entry, really? Well, I guess we won't be using that. Just want to make sure that exists. I don't see it indeed, so no, no, it does exist, but it's from Radzi though. All right, we'll go direct. Radzi, and then Lizzie, which is right there, so we're already fine here. And what we can do is go right there. Razi Lizzie, that's exactly what I get. We do that, execute, and we do that, execute. And we're good. 50.3. Let's go. Cruise altitude gonna be 380, quite high. 380. Boom. The reserve is 1.4. Cost index is 8. Cruise wind is gonna be 293 at 31. Here you go, and minus 52. Boom, here you go. Look good. I'm not gonna change that. Flap's gonna be 5. There's a very long runway, so it doesn't really matter. Let's check the wind on departure. 310 at 5. 310 at 5. Here you go. And outside air temperature is probably 18. It is 19 even. Yeah, sun is coming out slowly, so I'm gonna try to expedite so we can see that sunrise. 133. Runway 34 left, which is 335. 335, there you go. And my climb I don't see any restriction whatsoever. So we're gonna go to 15,000 right away. And voila. Should have done that before, but anyway, it's done. Alright, here we go. I think we're pretty much set actually. That's fine. Menu, we're, I believe, good. Yeah, ground power. Let's start the EPU. Let's start anti-collision. Oh, that's one thing I didn't do. 38. And landing altitude at 27 left is... Jesus Christ, that's a short runway, but... 407. Let's do 400. That's fine. Let's start those. And yeah, I used that is by the way, the amount, the quantity of I don't know, there's so many freaking options. It is insane, absolutely freaking insane in terms of variants that you can get for this airplane. Could be E-top, it could be it can be E-top. See, I chosen a later model where the probe, the heating, window heating is actually automatic. There's auto or on instead of off and on. It is really impressive. Anyway, there's many. You can change the MCP to get the older Honeywell. That is the Collins one. And I learned stuff, by the way. I learned that, and if you click twice, you get that vertical. I had no idea about that. That's weird. How does it say that though? Look at that. Let me check that. Yeah, that's not a hard restriction. That shouldn't be 7,000. Just want to check. Oh, I cannot change it, right? That should be above 7,000. Not sure if there's a way to do that. I don't know the Boeing that much, so that's what I get. See, there's after passing 7,000 turn. Yeah, exactly. Oh, that's a turn, exactly. Track to 60 after 7,000. I'm not exactly sure why it's doing that. All right, we'll see what happens. Oh man, that airplane. And I fixed for the people using the Honeycomb Bravo throttle, I fixed the gear problem that I had. Actually, I didn't. Quasi did. She found a post about somebody, and that's a very easy fix. All right, well, I think we're ready to push back. Here you go. And yes. Runway 34 left. 34 left's gonna be, there you go. And we finally have that cool thing right there. There you go.
Cockpit to ground.
This is ground. Stand by.
I don't like the fact that I like the audio. I think it's too loud though. In it, that takeoff. We're good to go 133. That's fine. Let's wait before we start LNAV and VNAV. Reset, even though it was already at 0.
Okay, sir. The bypass pin is installed. All doors and hatches closed and all ground equipment is removed.
The parking brakes are set. You may lift.
Parking brake set. Lifting
Yeah,
the
be friend
aircraft.
meetings. Oh, absolutely, Digi. Don't worry about it. Thank you so much for lurking. Very much appreciated.
We are cleared for start and push.
And look at that. I'm
Okay,
using even...
cleared for push start. Please release parking brake.
I'm even using the newer version of the lever with the newer parking brake as well.
Parking brakes are released.
Commencing pushback. You can start the engines in sequence.
Yeah, we'll
Engines
start in the sequence.
in sequence. And yeah, I've seen a video that's really cool. I'm guessing it's on the latest one, but the Max definitely has that version here. And when there's an engine fire, the knob here shows red to basically show which engine, to make sure that you you don't shut down the wrong engine basically. And those obviously light up as well. Sydney traffic velocity 121, pushback and start at Dom 2 facing south. Sydney. Here you go. Engine 1, engine 2. That's true.
Okay, pushback completed. Please set your parking brake.
Parking brake set.
Parking brake set.
Parking brake set. Lowering aircraft.
That looks modern, but that looks still old. That's kind of weird. They
Ground.
really don't want
Startup
to
is
upgrade
complete.
anything.
You may disconnect.
Roger. Good engine start. Cleared to disconnect. See you at the side. Have a good flight.
All right.
Holding position waiting for the visual. Thank you and goodbye.
Inject fuel. Put that down a little bit. Yeah, we're going basically over there and going out, and you can see the sun is slowly rising. We're starting to see some lights, some lighting across the horizon, which we didn't see before. We should have a very cool break. All right, enter, we're good. Let's do that. Let's close that. Start the packs. That is fine, that is fine, that is fine. Galley is on. Yaw damper is on. That is also fine. And I think we're ready to APU off. Logo position, anti-collision, wing, well, alright, we're good to go, I guess. Let's do LNAV, and let's do VNAV. And we're ready. Sydney traffic velocity 121, taxi to runway 34 left via Gulf, crossing runway 16 right, Alpha crossing 07 until Alpha 6, Sydney. Can do that. Taxi lights, and we're ready to go. Oh, that's not true. I need to set my taps, obviously. There you go. And yeah, the sound is freaking unbelievable. Absolutely freaking unbelievable. The visual are great. Is that go? No. Hope is the next one. Oh, I'm confused. Whoa. Yeah, there you go. Golf. Sydney traffic velocity 121 crossing runway 16 right. Sydney. That is the I believe it's the premium whatever. I don't remember what version I got from MSFS, but I know I got the latest one. Yeah, those visuals are very difficult to beat. Very. And we're turning on Alpha. I'm not even gonna stop that. Sydney traffic velocity 121 crossing 07 Sydney. There you go. You can see the light blinking saying you're about to cross a runway. And I've seen in many airports now there's even dynamic lighting, meaning that if that's in use, it will flash red, or if there's somebody here it will flash red, something like that. And it's completely automated. That seems very impressive anyway. There you go. There you go. Technically we would need that, but in MSFS right now, even though the effect is really impressive of the rain, it doesn't interact with the wipers just yet. All right, we're barely at 16. I believe we can get to 30 ground speed without any issue. While taxiing, I mean. That is very difficult to beat. Look at that. Yeah. Ugh. I truly, with all my heart, hope, that Explain is able to compete with the graphics. If they are not able to at least be equivalent to the graphics in MSFS, I think they are gonna have a very hard time just surviving. Alright, we're at 40. That's way too fast. All the way to 34. And yeah, we're slowly seeing some lighting on the horizon. We should have a very cool break when we get over the clouds. I'm technically overspeeding on the ground, but whatever. Uh-oh. I might not have closed the I'm gonna need literally just a second, well, not literally, but you know what I mean, to go upstairs really quickly and do a quick check. I'm gonna hold short here anyway, and holding. Alright, just give me a quick second, I'll be right back. And I'm back, sorry about that. My smart fridge, it's the first time I think it's a good thing. I received a warning saying that the temperature was above whatever level in the freezer, and that is not normal. And he said verify if the door is open, if not contact service. Alright, take that later. Let's take off. Sydney traffic velocity 121, taking off runway 34 left, Sydney. On, runway. Taxi off. Pause. Let's do that. And we go. It feels freaking real, let me tell you. And let's go. Okay, auto throttle, LNAV, VNAV, and that's it, Togo. Power speed. And let's go. Pushing on the nose a little bit. Aiming in the middle. Letting go of the nose. Let's get rid of those wipers.
V1.
Rotate.
V2. Positive rate of climb.
Gears up. And climbing. Taps one notch up. Turning left, following the flight director. $3,000. And let's start autopilot. Flaps up. And I never did that. And we can do that to get the gears at 0. And we're good to go. Let's check out that view. Yeah, we're not seeing much because we're going straight in there. Let's start the anti-ice. I don't know how cold it is though. It is very hot actually. Alright. Looks uncomfortably hot. Let's do weather. We already have traffic. And look at that. And let's enjoy that view. Okay, that's weird. What do you mean screenshot limit reach for that flight? There's literally nothing. What are you talking about? Let's close it and restart. And there you go. And there you go. We're starting to see the light of the sun through it. Oh, please don't crash. And it did crash. Oh, man. My heart stopped beating for a second. Holy crap, dude. And we're at 11,000. Running lights off. Runway lights off. Logo lights off. Wings light off. And our nice people. Well, actually, we'll wait until we're in a straight line. Yeah, we're past that too. Yeah, the reason why we're going so wide is simply because we're really fast. And I learned, that's another thing I didn't know, that this angle, bank angle selector here, pre-selector, is getting bypassed if you're using LNAV in many situations. There you go, we're at 15,000. Sydney traffic will velocity. Sydney traffic velocity 121 at passing through 15 flight level 150, going for cruise flight level 380. Final call Sydney. Going up. Yeah, that is on an other level. Look at that. Jesus Christ. Oops, I mean that. What's the temperature? 9 and anti-ice on. Like so. Let's wait, we're in a straight line now. There you go, we're good. And seatbelt sign off. We're almost at 20,000. That is absolutely fantastic. Yeah, I'm happy I chose this time of the day. It's lifetime in Australia, FYI. Yeah, the plan for today is we're going to Melbourne. And after... Oops. No, that's fine. Yeah, we're going to Melbourne, and after that, we're going to Adelaide. Or if we say it in French, it's Adelaide. Still climbing. Going well. Yeah, hopefully everybody's having a great day. Most probably of you guys are at work, I'm guessing. Today here we have a wonderful day. It is sunny. We're starting to get honestly, it's comfortable right now. It's very nice outside. Holy crap, it is actually really hot. Holy crap, really? Is it that hot? And fixed it. That is so cool. Yeah, the warning disappeared. That is very nice. That is fine. Everything's fine actually. Yeah, I should have done that, but oh well. I wonder if we'll be able to get above the clouds. I think so. It's freaking unbelievable. Yeah, we're gonna get right above those clouds. Check it out. Ah, Lord. It is very difficult to beat that. Please explain, make the graphics look awesome. Please, 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 please. Yeah, and a big difference for Explain is they don't use DirectX. They are using now Vulkan and Metal, which are the same thing basically, but one is for Mac and the other one is for Windows. I believe Mac and Linux, and the other one, Vulkan, is for Windows, I believe. So yeah, I don't know to what level they can do that. All I know is OpenGL is basically done, in my opinion at least. I'm not saying it's horrible or anything like that, but it is just done. It's not, I'm not even sure if the project is still alive actually for new features. Vulkan is definitely evolving, which is a very good thing. Adding ray tracing counters in Vulkan, yeah. I think they're gonna be able to do whatever they want. Yeah, the sound is a bit intense, isn't it? Yeah, still 8,000 feet to go. Yeah, 8,000 feet to go. We're more than fine. And yeah, we're gonna be above the clouds very, very soon. And yeah, the temperature, as you guys can see, is quite a bit high, which leads me to believe we're not getting, well, no, not really. I was about to say we're not really getting a full potential of the engines, but I think we're pretty close, if not exactly on target. Yeah, for a long time, by the way, even in the Zeebo, I'm using the Honeywell. I never liked the Honeywell, but apparently it was the latest one. And yeah, I just learned that it's the opposite. It's the Collins that the latest one. MCP, I mean. That is freaking crazy. Vulkan platform support Windows, Nintendo Switch, Stadia, Molten VK. I don't know what that is. Molten VK. Linux, Android. They did not say, well, yeah, they didn't say Mac, but I'm guessing Mac as well. Yeah, all right. Yeah, anyway, I'm rooting for Explain. I'm really hoping they can compete. Jesus. That's freaking crazy. I didn't get caught this time. Honestly, I came close. I came very, very close. I'm not gonna lie. Thank you so much for the 150 bits. How's it going, man? Okay, I'm gonna come out clean right there. Come clean. At first I thought it was an autopilot disconnect, and then I looked on the side and I saw the notification. If it wasn't for that, I definitely would have been caught. Yeah, I hope you're doing well, friend. We're flying above Australia. Hosting while you were out of the flight day. Yeah, exactly. That's definitely the best time to do that. Dude, it's crazy. It is just freaking crazy. Thank you again for the 150 bits. Appreciate it, friend. You know, I haven't been much in MSFS since a long time, to be honest. Last time was doing some GAs, which was probably 2 months ago, maybe something like that. But now with the PMDG out, which is freaking great. You know what I keep thinking is, Jesus, I think it's gonna be very difficult for Explain to compete. I hope they're able to do something. I really, really hope they're able to do something, because it freaking looks real. It looks freaking real. It's just crazy. Yeah, it is, yeah. And we're at flight level 308 limit, but that's okay. It should, yeah, it keeps going up. So it will slowly go down, I guess. No, anyway. I was hoping for something good. It is just freaking amazing. Yeah, and that doesn't work. Like, it doesn't do anything as far as I know. Did you get it, by the way, Hatchet? I think you were in... I might be wrong, but I think you were in Explain. When I rated you the other day. I might be wrong, though. I had to go really, really quickly. Jesus Christ, that's freaking crazy. Yeah. Those graphics make me look sad. Makes me feel sad, I mean. Because I'm rooting so hard for Explain. But at the same time, if that's the cool part about competition. It makes everybody get better. Well, there's me staying with P3D. Oh, P3D, there you go. You were in P3D. Ah, well, there you go. No, I understand that, friend. Oh, I totally understand that. No, I'm kind of lucky that the other thing is I know that... What the hell is that? Yeah, the Phoenix is coming out as well. There you go. Well, that's the, honestly, no joke. I'm very serious about that. I think that's the secret to happiness. If you're able to be happy with what you have while working on, you know, getting more, and I'm not talking about necessarily material shit. I think that's literally the secret to happiness. Be happy with whatever you have. Doesn't mean being lazy. That's not what I'm saying. I mean more than enough with RL flying. Oh, really? You're a pilot? What do you fly? So far we have, I believe, two pilots who are 320 pilots, and that's not true. One 320 and two 737 or something. And I'm guessing a lot of PPL as well. Well, a lot. I don't know. Feels braggy somehow. Oh, that's this one. How do you control this one though? Oh yeah, and FS Lab announced, I don't know if you saw that. FS Lab announced that they are working for stuff in MSFS. And I'm pretty sure they have been working for stuff in MSFS for quite a while already. I'm pretty sure. They announced many things actually. I don't remember, but they announced the 320. They announced the 330, I believe, in... I don't remember. I think it's in P3D. Apparently they have been working on that for quite a while. And yeah, anyway, my point is having FS Lab is a very good win. A great, unbelievably good thing for MSFS. Great. Absolutely great. Oh, I'm enjoying myself. Yeah, I got a freeware for Melbourne. Not sure exactly how you're supposed to pronounce that, whatever. I missed what else you said. Oh, okay. Must be more than enough with my flying. Yeah, no, okay. I said, are you a pilot, RL? And if so, what airplane do you fly? I'm just curious. That is freaking crazy, by the way. It is just freaking crazy. It's so good that I have trouble dreaming about something better, if that makes any sense. Old school music right there. Yeah, by the way, I can, yeah, exactly, I see roll, B-roll off. So you guys shouldn't get any ads for at least 30 minutes. Yes, I have my commercial license, but not airline flying. Oh, still hours to build. Oh man, I feel that. Just out of curiosity, maybe you can help. And by the way, if you're busy, I just I suck the knowledge out of people. I just enjoy that. How many hours do you need for that? My multi-engine. Ah, got it. Yeah, that I've seen the my cousin, who was my photographer actually at my wedding, is completely changing career, and yeah, he got his PPL and now he's building. There's so many steps, like you need to do instrument certification, then no, that's not true. You need to be multi-engine, just like you said, instrument. Anyway, there's many certification, and you need to build hours as well. And I think the most expensive thing is probably building hours, because you have to rent that freaking airplane, I'm guessing, right? All I know is he told me that yeah, it's very expensive. It really needs to be something, it needs to be something you really want to do, which it's not for me at all. I would like to not really, I guess, but I guess it would be cool if I got my PPL, but honestly I don't think I'm motivated enough for Airliner. 1500 hours. It smells for multi, but you have to have instrument reading. Yeah, got it. So basically you have instrument reading. That's pretty cool. That is extremely cool. Yeah, and I would love to see that in real life. It's kind of funny because I knew a guy who worked, I don't know what you call that, but specialist in electronics and robotics and stuff like that. And I think he's retired now, but he worked at CAE. And he was traveling all over the freaking place. And at the time, I just didn't care at all about this kind of stuff. But man, that would have been a good contact. Yes, it is, but I have to pay. Whoops. Let's do that for now. There you go. We have to look this way. I think you give money too long enough becomes expensive. Yeah, that's true. That's actually true. That's actually a bit depressing as well, but that's very true. I think, I don't know. It's kind of a philosophical question at this point. And that's the other thing, the word investment. I think people confuse that. But that thing is definitely an investment. You know what I mean? Like you work towards something that you really want to do. And hopefully will get you something really good in the end too. That's the way freaking school is. I didn't understand that until I got a bit older, but that's, yeah, that's what it is. Oh, good for you, by the way. I hope everything goes well and you get to achieve that, which I'm sure you will. Yeah, I need to talk to I haven't talked to my my cousin for a while now, but I know he's flying the small Cessnas, and UROI, sorry, I don't know what that is. What I would love, and I don't think that will ever happen because of security these days, but is just to be in the jump seat and see people do stuff. But unfortunately these days that's so different. I don't think I've ever lived that, but there was a day where the door was open most of the time, like it didn't matter. Return of investment, got it. Sorry, bad French shows here. Bad French Canadian, doesn't know English all that well. But yeah, that's what I call an investment. Jesus Christ, that's freaking crazy. And I'm looking forward to updates and updates and updates as well, which I'm sure they will. No worries. There you go. Oh man. Yeah, and I flew, it's real-time Australia, and I did that on purpose. First of all, it fits quite well, and yeah, we had that very cool sunrise and everything. Quite happy about that. When I was a kid, true story, my goal was to become an airline pilot. Not even an airline pilot, just a pilot. And my dilemma was, do I go airliner or other stuff? And unfortunately, I learned later, before going to college, that having perfect color reading is extremely important, and I'm extremely lightly colorblind, really not a lot. There's 6 level, I'm the first one, but it's enough that it's like not a good thing. So that kind of went out the window, but in the end I don't, honestly I don't regret it. I'm not sure I would have I don't know. I still like that though. Jesus Christ, dude. I think that's time for a screenshot. There's always whether you fit fully licensed for medical reason. Yeah, exactly. Have you probably haven't seen that they made hold on. You know that flight that you probably you most probably know, the Air Transat flight, that emergency landing where they ran out of fuel. They landed in what was it? The Azores, I believe, something like that, Portuguese islands. They made a movie because he's French Canadian, so he was kind of a national hero, which he is, by the way. That's freaking amazing. And anyway, they're saying in that they're not even allowed to, like, just like you said, medical reason, like you can get pulled out of that job for many different reasons. And if you're having some, like, you need to take some medication for mental medication or depression and stuff like that, apparently you're literally not allowed. You need to be sharp all the time. So that is kind of a big deal. You haven't heard that one? The story about the Air Transat flight? Oh, you need to check it out. Let me check it out. Hey, Chewy Nuts, how's it going, man? Yep, exactly. All right. Let me give you a link for that. All right, there's been, you know, there was a lot of different. Yeah, that's. I'm just taking a random video on YouTube, but if you want to check it out, it is a very. It's a crazy story, actually, an absolute crazy story. if I try to do that real quick, they changed an engine before the flight and they didn't use the correct fittings. And again, you need to check the whole story. And what happened is there was some Bravo Julie Tango. Neglect treatment of flight. Yeah, exactly. And that's freaking crazy. 100% Bravo Julie Tango. It leads to the complete other opposite, which means that you're kind of forced to lie, which is stupid, but that's what it is. Been lurking since pick up, by the way. Meetings on site. Thank you, Bravo Julie Tango. That's appreciated. All the lurkers are always they help the channel. That's a reality. And also I'm always happy to have you guys around. Yeah, the Air Transat flight, what happened is basically there was friction and vibration between different lines, and it shouldn't have it, you know, it should have there should have been some spacing, and what happened is eventually a fuel line broke and the fuel started to leak outside of the engine, and it was completely dark during the night, pitch black dark. They couldn't see anything, so it was just leaking and leaking and leaking, and obviously during the flight they do like fuel checks and stuff like that, and they noticed that one of the tanks was leaking quite a bit, but they didn't know it was that, and they assumed it was a computer problem. Like they didn't believe, like that didn't make any sense. And what happened is they started pumping the fuel from one side to the other side to test it, and obviously by doing that they leaked even more and more and more and more fuel to the end. Eventually they ran out of fuel completely. And Melbourne, I haven't done a flight there. How's the scenery? Well, we'll see that, Chewy. We'll see that. Top of descent in 40 miles. And yeah, and the crazy part is he was able to fly without any engines whatsoever for, I believe, 100 and something miles and land safely. It's just a crazy freaking story. Safely as a, you know, apparently the airplane bounced like freaking crazy, and he blew all the, I think it's 6 or 8 tires, but no fire, nothing at all, obviously, because there's no BRB. No worries, Hatchet. Yeah, so it's a freaking crazy story, and everybody survived. No death whatsoever. It's an absolutely crazy story. And eventually, after you know, checks and all of that, they realized that it was the bracket they installed that was wrong, and Air Transat took the blame because that was their freaking fault. You have crazy gliding incident with Canadian Airlines between this one of the Gimli glider incident. I don't know what that is. Let me Google that. The Canadian scheduled domestic passenger between Montreal and Edmonton. Why didn't I know that? 83. Yeah, that seems about right. $767. All right, I will read that later. But yeah, thank you for that, Bravo Julie. We have do we have another Canadian in the house? You're Canadian as well, Bravo Julie. And what else is going on, Chewy? Learning more and more and more about the 737. And by the way, if you want, Chewy, I can explain a couple of things that were so freaking difficult to do in chat last time. And I'm not even kidding. I realize I don't mind backseating at all. What I hate is when people tell you what to do and you get no explanation whatsoever, so you don't understand what you're doing and you have no idea if you can trust the person that is telling you to do whatever you're doing, right? So it just, I don't know. I'm trying to stay cool, but honestly, it's pissing me off. Instead of the wait for kill upon the ran out, you're gonna had to glide for a while when the engine shut down. Holy crap, dude. Yes, I'm in Toronto. Oh! Well, I'm a French Canadian, obviously. I live in Trois-Rivières, but I was born and raised in Montreal. I moved here for the job of my wife 3 years ago now. Let's do, if don't mind teaching me about the maintenance needs to be done about 7:37. All right, what I can tell you real quick is yeah, the nav, basically the ILS is that way, and remember it needs to be on the left always. I think that's very basic, but a lot of people forget that. That's your speaker, not your speaker, that's your mic. So basically if you go there, it goes right there, and remember you need to set the course. And meanwhile, let's do that. So we have the ILS, we're coming at slowly right there. So course is 263. I will read about that later, by the way. Bravo Julia. What did I say? 263. There you go. And just out of a good habit, I'm gonna do that with the second one. I don't know if the auto landing is modeled, but I'm willing to bet that it is. 109.3. So let's do that. 109.3. There you go. 109.3. And there you go. Set up right there. So as soon as you're in range of the ILS, you will see the diamonds on each side, and that here, well, we don't see any because we're not on a glide path yet. Top of descent is going right there, is very very soon. So what I'm hitting is I'm gonna hit the beginning of the glide slope, which is 2,500. Let's do that. And since we're on VNAV right there, we should start descending automatically. And even if we want to start right away, we could click Alt Intervention right there. And I believe you can click out VNAV and click VNAV again and it will start. I'm not sure though. Yeah, and that's where I was talking about. See, that's exactly what I was talking about. You know, when I said you can see DME ILS, that's there. What's the truth? Don't mind teaching me about maintenance needs to be done. Yeah, buddy, it is. I stop in Trois-Rivières when we drive out east to Nova Scotia. You know what, Bravo? I've never been to Nova Scotia. The further and even worse, I've never been further in Canada than I believe Sarnia. I drove to Colorado a long time ago. And I've been to Toronto many times. There you go. See, we those little arrows here, magenta arrows, are pointing where the VNAV is telling you to go. So that's basically based on what you get in the FMC. And right there is the vertical deviation. So if actually I can even show you that. See, that's the vertical path. So it's telling you exactly where you need to be. Obviously right now it's kind of done because that's not long enough, but if I do that, yeah, we don't see yet because that's too far. But yeah, basically it's saying, okay, if you want to be follow the constraint on the way through the star, then you need to go at that distance and all of that, and the flight director will follow that here, and here is the vertical deviation saying are you right on profile, are you below or above. Right now we're exactly on profile, and you can see here the ILS is set up 109.30 263, and I believe, I'm not sure, it takes that from here. If you go on in it and you selected that already, you should get that 109 263 263 263 109.30 and 109.30. And when we're in range, we're gonna see the number of miles there. I should make some scenery there, or Prince Edward Island. Yeah, true. Digi is actually focusing, I think you're doing that on MSFS, right? Is trying to work on a scenery. Her first time ever last weekend in MSFS. I don't know the airports. I got the scenery for PEI. I actually know a guy who came who's actually from there. Yeah, so we don't have to do much for a bit. I'm just gonna check the runway. I think the runway is quite short. 27. It's not super long, so let's go 2. Jose and Kelly's by Flight Tempo. Yeah, they're freaking amazing. I didn't get the Toronto just yet. I'm waiting for it to become available in the marketplace. When do you start to configure the aircraft for approach? Approach meaning when you start like, let's say, the flaps down and all of that. Let me be clear. First of all, I'm not a real pilot. Second of all, I know the rules in general for the Airbus 320, so I apply those kind of I don't even say rule, but general good things to do. I don't know. The same, because the airplane is very similar in the way, like the range and the weight and stuff like that. I usually try to prepare everything during descent. That's what I do in general. I don't see the point of not doing. A cool feature, by the way, that you get as well, you get that on the Airbus as well, is you get something called fix right there, and you can enter, let's say, the airport YMM, I believe it's L. You just enter that, and you can enter radial and a distance. I usually don't do radial, but I do distance. And you can do the rule of 3 for the top of descent, but usually the computer is very good for telling you exactly what to do. And as I know the numbers are different for the 737, I'm just going to use the numbers that I use for the 320, which is usually you start flaps around 20 miles before the airport, and usually you go flaps full, or either 30 or 40 for be at 5 miles before touchdown. You have to understand two things. First of all, that radial is in the middle of the airport. It is not the threshold of the runway, so obviously you will need to be a little bit before that. And if we look now what it does, here you go, it will add those little circles here that represent 5 miles and 20 miles, and it's just you know, awareness that it gives you, nothing more than that, but it's very, very useful in my opinion. And that's basically it. As for let's say 30 or 40, honestly you would need to use a performance calculator. I just do that out of good habit. And usually, in my opinion, you eventually kind of feel it. Obviously rail pilots don't ever do that. They obviously use, you know, calculation tools and stuff. But I know the runway is kind of short, but I know also that there's not a huge difference in speed between 40 and 30. It's barely 3 knots, so I'm just gonna go 30. And why is because 40 is a lot more sporty. It pitched the airplane a little bit differently. It's not huge, but it's there. And you're slower, therefore it's slower to move the airplane and all of that. So from Windows Streamer today, you're supposed to leave the screen between the FMS blank. Yeah, I heard about that, by the way, which is so strange to me. I think you probably saw V1 simulation. I heard that from him as well, if that's what you're talking about. I believe the reasons being, if there's an issue, the engine screen will pop out and you will know you have a reason to investigate. Got it. 757 spy. You know what? I'm pretty sure he heard it from V1. Yep. It doesn't matter anyway. But yeah, I've heard that. And I will say that as well. When you get a freaking alarm in a Boeing, whoops, I completely forgot that. When you get a freaking alarm in a Boeing, you go like, okay, what is broken? What's happening? What is happening? And it's not necessarily clear. And I freaking hate that. I absolutely hate that. The Airbus is so well made. Like, it says exactly there what's the problem, why there's an alarm, or what is going on. It's very, very clear. Here, you definitely have to investigate. Okay, what is it? My pressure? Well, I don't have enough fuel. What's going on? Well, fuel, it will say it, but what was the other one? I think it was the pressurization. I got an alarm and I had no freaking idea what it was. You don't see anything. You really need to look at the gauge and know exactly what to look for, because it's absolutely not clear. Fuel, I think it's pretty clear though. I think you get some kind of an alarm, or that becomes red or something. Not sure, but yeah, something like that. No, it is it's so cool, by the way. And for the 737, I highly recommend what's his name? It's a YouTuber, Flight Deck to Sim. He's RL 737 pilot, captain, and instructor. And in my opinion, he's quite humble, which is very likable in my opinion in a streamer. But even as an instructor, like learning stuff, like, I don't know, to me it makes me want to learn more stuff. That's just the way I see it. That's very personal, but that's what it is. I highly recommend just watching him. He's not on Twitch, he's on YouTube only. When he was able to fly the PMDG 737, I think he got like 1,200 viewers or something like that. What is it? Sim deck to, what is it? Flight deck to sim. Flight deck to sim. There you go. There you go. Right there. He's a British guy. Sorry, driving. What? Don't Twitch and drive. Thank you guys for stopping by. Always appreciated. Thanks for sharing. No, absolutely. Everything, almost everything that I learned for the A320, I learned it from 320 Sim Pilot, another YouTuber that is starting to stream slowly on Twitch, different things. I will get you that guy as well. And he does amazing. I don't know, I really like the way he teaches stuff. He's a captain of a 320, I believe, in the UK. He's not an instructor. He says that many times. He said that many times. Oh yeah, I've seen this video. I started learning the truth. Ah, there you go. There you go. Me too, by the way. I'm not even kidding. That's the one guy I started to watch. And his explanation are really good, in my opinion, at least. I don't know. Dude, it's freaking looks real. Jesus Christ. Simpozo is a good one. Yeah, true. I'm not sure. Is he a real pilot though? Simple. It doesn't mean I'm not a real pilot. You know what I mean? It means whatever. But yeah, love 320 Simpilot. Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. I might see you there actually. I'm usually lurking though. Yeah, during COVID, like those guys had so much more time. Right now, it's apparently completely the opposite. As in, apparently there's so much work, they don't have a life anymore. And yeah, the airlines apparently laid off so many pilots during the pandemic that they're struggling to get those guys back because they need more than before. So mate, make some supper, hopefully catch a stream again a bit. Yeah, absolutely. Thank you so much, Bravo Jolie, for stopping by. You have a good supper, friend. And there you go. See? Yeah, that part I'm not sure. Flight deck to sim said, yeah, exactly, drag required. I'm gonna add drag. And FYI, little rule, Chewy, you're never supposed to bring the speed brake further than, that's called flight detent, which you can see it's right there. So never further than that. And it says that right there, do not extend the speed brake lever beyond the flight detent in flight. And yeah, you probably learned from 320 Simpilot that when the autopilot is on, the speed brake on the Airbus, it's half, never further than that. All right, we'll slowly get ready. We're still verifying that we're on the VPAT, and it does seem like it's making sense as well if we go on leg. Next one is below 9,000, which seems about right. And yeah, we have to plan to slow down. Yeah, and those points here, exactly, that's another thing I learned from like deck to sim. Those points right there, those little circles, mean slowing down. So it's a space that it's planned to slow down. In that case, we're already kind of good. So switch setup. I'm going to need to see where it sets. Set it. Sorry, I missed that part. What do you mean? Yeah, and apparently the VNav whatever version that they're using is a bit older, like from 2007 and 9. That's the kind of thing I would have never ever freaking known. But maybe they will upgrade it or something, which makes the VNav a little bit aggressive, or I should say conservative. Like, see, right now we're still very high and we're below 250. Technically it's 10,000 that you need to do that. Oh, the spoiler. Okay. Yeah, no, it's just you move it, right? And there's literally a line here that says flight detent. Can I click that? Oh, how cool is that? I didn't know that they made a shortcut. You can literally click on the number. Oh, is it? Maybe not. But the point is, yeah, you align it with flight detent. Let's say like so. Like this with that, which is technically the maximum you can do. And they set the ring flight, and I went like, when do you will need that when you're not flying? And I just realized that, yeah, you use spoiler for stopping when you land, right? And I'm guessing that's what it is. All right, so let's get prepared slowly. We still don't get the ILS, which is fine. We're quite far. We're about 40 miles away. And see, that radius is very useful in my opinion. Very, very useful. What's the, I don't even know. Let's do B. By the way, that's a cool feature. You don't have to worry about, just hit B and it sets the pressure automatically. Oh, see, that's one thing you need to know. Well, I think is useful at least. See, we're right on the VNav path right now. You can see the line is right there. And if we go out of range, which we will, I'm sure we will at some point, but there's a way to gain it back. You will see a number, I don't remember here or here, which is how many feet away are you from that virtual line of descent, if you will. You arm it as part of the Langdon check. Absolutely, absolutely. That is freaking crazy. I've been in Explain for so long. I still enjoy Explain quite a bit, but Jesus Christ, that looks real. Alright, let's stop that. And let's get ready for landing. Yeah, and yeah, FYI, you can hit data here and you get more information, but in general during I don't know the rule, but I think during the star and the approach, you get numbers directly. See, I need to be below 9,000, which I am. You lurk? Yeah, absolutely. We are Asobo. You will be assimilated resistance a few times. Yeah, I agree. I agree. I by the way, I've seen that's why I'm saying I hope Explain is able to compete. I mean that with all my heart. And there you go, we get the ILS frequency right there. We're gonna stay on VNAV though, because apparently we aligned just at the end, and we're gonna start our flaps. Flaps 1, and I stay usually stay on VNAV because you get the speeds automatically. And now it's saying drag required because it's gonna take forever to slow down, so I'm gonna use a little bit of drag. But we're already at 5,000, so we're more than fine. Yeah, what I wanted to say, sorry, I keep going from, I forgot my lights. Go on. Wings on. And thank you. Get ready. And get ready. Pressure is going down slowly. Everything's fine. Yeah, we'll need to expedite a little bit my flaps. Let's go flaps 5. Flap setting right there. There you go, flaps 5. Slowing down, slowing down, slowing down. Technically, I should intercept the ILS at 2,500, which is very, very soon. But if we... Yeah, and that's... I call that the banana line. I'm sure. I think that's called the... altitude arc or something like that. It's telling you exactly like, okay, at the speed, the rate of descent you're going, you're gonna reach your altitude at this, so you can kind of plan in advance. All right, that is set. That is set. We're slowing down a little bit. We're still gonna use a bit of speed brake. We don't really need it, but just in case. One more flaps. Releasing the speed brake since we need to get some speed here. I don't remember. I think it's 15. I'm gonna get the gear horn, and I did. I'm not sure, but there's some kind of notch here that's different, and I'm guessing it's to tell you at this point. I can click that. Oh, maybe it will go right there. Please stop. Record after visa. I kind of doubt it, but if you say so. All right, let's go. Flaps 25. And now the last flap is gonna be at 5 miles. I believe on the Boeing it's 4.5, but it doesn't really matter really. All right, let's do luck. Let's look at what we look like. Thank God we have instruments, because that is not a good sight. And yeah, DG, I think that's where it's at. I was waiting for that moment a long time ago. Hey Menesk, what's up? $2,500. Whoops. And approach. And we will intercept the ILS. There you go, single. And since I have two, I'm not even sure, but I think I can do twice. There you go. Going about you, it's been a while. How's the little girl doing? It's going well, it's going well. Little girl and mama are in Morocco at the moment. They're seeing the family. I'm still at home working and doing stuff. And another one is on the way. Yeah, my wife is pregnant for the second time. And she's exhausted and everything, but thank you for asking. It's very nice. We're about to land. We don't see crap right now. I don't exactly know what's the procedure for auto land, but we will do that. I will do the way I do it for let's arm that. There you go. The way I do it for an Airbus. Hopefully that's gonna go well. 5 miles. Flaps full / flaps 30. And right on target. 2 arm. No idea if it's gonna work, but we definitely need it. We see absolutely freaking nothing. So let's hope we make that auto land work. I never did that on the 737. We'll see. Congratulations. Thank you Menesk. Appreciated. I think my wife is pregnant for 3 months and a half, something like that. Yeah, we're at 1,000 feet and we have 0 visibility. We barely see the ground. And yeah, that's the other thing. Oh, I never did that. Hold on. Sorry, I forgot to start that. Yeah, we don't see anything, so I'm gonna go full auto land. And just like I said, I'm not even sure. First of all, if it's modeled, and second of all, if I'm doing it right. So let's hope. You saw that was a chime. You know what? I'm not exactly sure what it is. I know it's related to the ILS, but I'm not sure why we're getting that. Holy crap, that's scary. And no, it's a 0 visibility moment. But we're on... I've never experienced that, even in a sim, actually, a 0 visibility like that. Let's see if the airplane... I have no idea. You know what? I could land it.
100. Approaching minimums. 50. 30. 20. 10.
Reverse, sir. Alright, I didn't let it go to auto land because again I'm not sure if it would have worked or not. But I think we did okay. 185, I'll take that. Whoops. Reverser off, full brake. Yeah, we used the whole freaking runway. Holy crap. Let's get out here. Well, I'm happy about that actually. I'm very happy about that. And I never called anything, but I'm pretty sure nobody's there anyway. And you need to go just after that line. You stop there. And yeah, I got that freeware scenery. So let's see what it looks like. Let's do that for now. Let's do that. Taxi lights on. Let's leave that. Strobe lights to steady. Melbourne traffic velocity 121 vacated runway 27. Jesus. Taxi to gate via Echo crossing runway 16. Echo Tango. Melbourne. I forgot the freaking name of the airport. Alright, let's go. And now flaps up. And speed brake, or spoiler, I should say, up. You're approaching final, or the aka the point of no return. As far as I know, again, everything that I know about that, Boeing might be different, and I have a feeling it's not a Boeing thing, it's an operator thing. You hit the attend to let the flight attendants know, take your seat, we will land. As in, get in your seat, get your buckle up, and let's get buckled up and stuff, and we're landing, as far as I know. And that's the same thing when you take off. It's letting them know that's what's going on. Have a good night, Menace. Merci, bonne nuit à toi. Hope everything's fine for you, by the way. Saw notification. Absolutely, thank you, that's always appreciated. You have a good one, and I hope everything's fine with you. À bientôt indeed. Yeah, and you can change, FYI, you can change the lighting. By default, it's using the old lighting, and I changed it to LEDs. So you can see it's more white and way more powerful, and you don't get that light on the nose, on the front wheel, I should say. There you go. Yeah, and you can see exactly, it says well, ILS, the frequency, the course that's set at, and the DME, which is the distance to the threshold of the runway. And obviously we're on the ground, we don't need a flight director anymore, so good practice is just to shut them down so you don't get distracted. And yeah, let's just go to the airport. And I don't think I've ever had that horrible weather for landing while on live weather in a sim before. I definitely need to check out how to do an auto land. I would have I got nervous at the end, so that's kind of why I took over. Yeah, we're on Thursday, right? What was your landing rate? I think it says so in the chat. Hold on. 185, which is okay. Specifically thinking there's absolutely no visibility. That is freaking crazy. We don't see anything. Holy crap. I've gone missed due to the wind throwing me all over. Yeah, I believe you. I believe you. And yeah, good practice. Not good practice, it's actually a rule. landing lights on and strobe lights on when you cross a runway, and obviously you need to follow ETC's direction. Oh, that's not what I meant at all. I meant that. And we're on the other side of the runway, therefore off. Landing lights off and strobe off. There you go. Yeah, there you go. I'm using a freeware for Melbourne, and I didn't even spawn in it, so I don't know if that's gonna be cool or what, but it's free. All right, we're gonna start the EPU. And again, I don't know anything about that airport, so I don't know. Let's park here since I have no idea what I'm doing. And unfortunately, there's no replay. I should get that plugin though. I remember I had it. There you go. Taxi lights off. Idle. What the hell, dude? You're not even on the right spot. What's the... Okay. That's weird. I'm guessing that's a big airplane parking, but whatever. Alright, here you go. APU started, we start the generators, and we shut down our engines. And voila. Shut down logo, position, anti-collision, wing. And I think that's pretty much it. We can shut down the window heat. We'll start APU. Open isolation valve. Shut down the packs. Shut down the electrical pumps. And even recycling fan. Let's do that. Next step would be to get the wheel chucks on power. Thank you everybody for stopping by, that's appreciated. I'm gonna do... Oh, I might have to restart the flight actually, unfortunately. To load my... Oh, actually, maybe not. Ground power, there you go. Let's shut down the APU bleed valve. And that's it. Shut down APU. Whoops, I didn't mean that. Nope, didn't mean that either. And there you go, APU off. Or at least it's gonna be very soon. You can see that's the EGT, the temperature basically of the exhaust of the APU, which takes a minute to actually shut down. And yeah, the reason why there's 2 here instead of 4 is because I'm using LED. It's the model, they call that package with the LEDs. All right, here we go. Air start unit, no. Let's do the works. Maintenance, fuel truck. I'm gonna skip that though. Skip that. Skip that as well. Skip that as well. Oh. Huh? Just for the cool animation. Well, that is a crappy day in Melbourne. Holy moly. And it's freaking hot as well, considering. No, it's not hot at all, actually. It's 13. All right, let's get ready for the second flight. We are going to Adelaide, which I love to pronounce. And I have a payware for Adelaide that I never even loaded in, so I got it yesterday for this flight. I think it's a VOZ. Into one. Let's take the profile for the Boeing. Let's go. That's gonna be a bit shorter of a flight than the previous one. Sorry, loading stuff. Okay. We're good. Generate. We'll be back in the air in like 2 minutes. Maybe 5. Maybe 2 is a bit much. Let's load into VATSIM as well. Let's connect. Yeah, first time ever close to 0 visibility. And FYI, I heard that by somebody, and I think that's a good practice. In the remark, oh, that's true. In the remarks in when you file your flight plan in VATSIM, I usually add the sim and the dev of the sim I'm flying, and the goal to that is to brag. No. The goal of that is that not all the time, but sometimes the ATC will know what this airplane is capable of. As in, if there's like limitation or stuff you cannot do with it, let's say you don't have GPS or something, then they can adapt to you, or at least understand a bit better what's going on with you. And connect again. And let's go back there. I have my flight plan over here. I think we're good. We're gonna be doing that very soon. All right, let's load our charts. There you go. Airport. Yeah, and the departure should be interesting considering the visibility. Runway 5, there is no ILS. That's gonna be interesting. I've never done RNAV, but I'm confident it's gonna handle that well, so we'll see what happens. Just a quick second. Nope. Yeah, I'm gonna do that. We have that, which is the RNAV. There you go. And we have the taxi for the airport where we're going. There you go. All right, well, let's go. Yeah, the way I usually do it is right here. It's just faster in general. So 8514. 8514. Boom. There you go. Next. And there you go. It's set. Payload. I'm gonna go with 0 fuel weight, which is 52.9. 52.9. Boom. Let's go. Return. Ground service, that's fine. Let's release all our nice workers. FMC. Route. Oh, I need to change my overlay as well. Hold on. We're going to Yankee Papa Alpha Delta. Yankee Papa Alpha Delta, or YPAD. There you go. That is done. So many things. Yeah, and 185. Yeah, I like. I'm happy with that. I'm actually very happy with that. All right, second flight. And we're ready, are we? Finally home. All right, well, happy for you. Back from work, I'm guessing. Yeah, we're good. All right, so let's fill that up. I'm gonna do that manually because it's not too big. Yeah, if I had to complain about one thing that I don't think you can change it, but that's very annoying. To export your flight plan and re-import it works very well, except that the flight plan doesn't exist. See, I just exported it, it's not there. I need to reload the airplane in order to see it again, which is, you know, doesn't make any sense. Yeah, that's very disappointing. I don't know. All right, stop complaining. Pinky Mike Lima, which is Melbourne, exactly there. Destination is gonna be Yankee Papa Alpha Delta. Here you go. And flight number is VOZ, which is Virgin Australia. Alright, let's do arrival. And departure. Departure is gonna be 34. Nevis 7. Nevis 7. Here you go. Index arrival. Which is RNAV 5 Zulu. RNAV 5 Zulu right there. Alex 3 Zulu. Alex 3 Zulu right there. Transition Dukes. Yes, indeed. Wonder why it's not at the same level. Maybe it's like to show you it should be that, and that's the other options. Not sure. Alright, legs. Let's go back to route. Let's do activate, exit. There you go. Nevis Dukes. Between that, there's literally nothing. Well, that should be easy enough. Yep, there's literally nothing at all, so I just need to delete that waypoint. Uh-oh. Maybe that. I'm honestly not sure how you deal with that. Del. That is a very good question. It's Dukes here, so what do I do? Do I enter Dukes up there? Oh, go to leg. Oh, you're so right. I'm an idiot. You're absolutely right. I was completely in my head. You're totally right. Thank you for that, friend. Wow. Yeah, the route is just to, it's so different than the well, it's not so different, but it's different than the Airbus, right? You enter stuff here, but to deal with discontinuity and stuff like that, yeah, you go to legs. Absolutely. Thank you for that. And I think we're good. Right, in it. Alright. Zero fuel weight, 52.9. 52.9. There you go. Cruise altitude is gonna be 340. Reserve 1.5, so 1.5. Enter. Cost index doesn't matter much, but 7, which makes sense because that's a very short flight, doesn't matter much. And one takeoff, I can do, what's the departure again? 34. Yeah, that's a very long runway, so we're gonna do 5. So we're not even taking off from the same place, but if that's what it says, that's what it says. Departure, there you go. 301. Yeah, there's barely anyone. 301. Let's go. And temperature should be 13. It is. We go back here. We just input those numbers right there. Let's go. Oh, we can hit that B again. There you go. Change just a bit. Jesus, what's going on here? Uh-oh. Whoa! Huh. Yeah, I'm gonna say that's not normal, but let's move on. Oh, you know what? I never set the trim on the flight before. That's dumb. The trim is right there with the CG, which is 5.46 right there. So about 5.5. Like that. Does that make sense? Yes. Took a while to know that. Yeah, because that's just the same menu for an Airbus, right? Yeah, honestly, I'm like, people can say, yeah, that's boring to fly in air, but yeah, I agree, because it's so extremely well made and automated, you don't have to think almost. It's, I don't know, it's, I really like the Airbuses in general. I just do. All right, that's cool. Climb, that's cool. Descend, that's fine. Okay. Ready to go then. Let me file my plan right there. Let's go. And ready to depart. We're going runway 34, therefore we need to file like so. Like that. Oh, I didn't get any sound, which is usually not a good sign. Yeah, that's not a good sign. I don't know why it's doing that, but once in a while it just does nothing at all. You have to do stop and restart again, and now it should work. Oh Lord. Here's to fly. Yeah, Boeing, I'm learning that they require more input, but also helps getting to know everything in them. Absolutely. I 100% agree with you. If I had to, well, not if, I was asked many times like which airliner to start with, and I always say the Airbus 320 or something very similar. And then you get to Boeing because things are more manual.
Cockpit to ground.
There you go. And you start to understand a bit more the way the airplane works. That's the way I see it, at least. Oh, that's true. I forgot about that. Oh, cruise wind. Whoa, 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 whoa. I forgot many things here. 243 at 59. 43 at 59. Boom. And temperature outside is minus 48. 48. Like that.
Okay, sir. The bypass pin is installed. All doors and hatches closed and all ground equipment is removed.
137.
The parking brakes are set. You may lift.
Parking brake set. Lifting the aircraft.
Wait, what? And I didn't start the APU.
We are cleared for start and push.
Okay, clear
Filling
for push start.
will be
Please release
340.
parking brake.
And now it's gonna say that over and over and over and over. 340.
Please release parking brake.
Yep. Let's go 5,000 here. Release parking brake.
Parking brakes are released.
Commencing pushback.
That
You
is
can
correct.
start the
Yeah,
engine
anyway,
with
that's the way I
sequence.
see it.
It will start in the sequence.
And I still think, oh crap, I know what happened here. Oh, I did something stupid. I might have to pay for that, by the way. I'm still waiting for the APU to be available. By the way, that happens once in a while. There you go. And we're back. Did I lose everything? I did not. Thank God. Jesus. Alright. We're good. Saved it. I should have done that. I should have done that. I should have done that. Meanwhile, 340. And let's start. It goes like crazy. It will say things 5. Yeah, exactly. As long as you you don't release them, it does that. And you know what? Apparently I landed. Oh no, that's not true. I thought I removed it actually. But anyway, waiting for 2.5 N1. And yeah, as you guys can notice, I said that earlier, I changed the option to get the modern engine on and parking brake, which I know on the max that's what it is, I'm guessing. And yeah, it's not easy to see, but there's some kind of notches here, and the reason is because there's an LED in it, and if there's an engine fire, it will light up. And the goal is to tell the pilots which engine, like very clearly which engine is on fire. There you go. Second engine. Oh my god, I'm a bad pilot here. That should have been on. That should have been
Okay,
on.
pushback completed.
That should
Please
be
set
on.
your
That should
parking
be on.
brake.
There you go.
Parking brakes set.
Parking brake set. Lowering aircraft.
Lowering aircraft.
Ground. Startup is complete. You may disconnect.
Roger. Good engine start. Clear it to disconnect.
Thank you, good
Seat
sir.
belt aside.
You're
Have a
very
good
nice to
flight.
me.
Holding position waiting for the visual. Thank you and goodbye.
Oh my god. I'll just destroy my APU. There you go. Yeah, the sounds are friggin' amazing. Oh yeah, and by the way, that's it's kind of interesting. Once you know that, you're not able to unknow it. So brace yourself. Everything that's supposed to be black shows black in darkness, if that makes any sense. Yeah, you can see how black it is here, and it's simply because right now the engine doesn't know the difference if it's darkness or it's the color black itself. So it usually, when there's something black in darkness, it kind of stands out somehow. All right, let's do that. I thought I did that already. 137. I think already changed. Oh. My director's on. Alright, let's check our departure. Transition altitude 10,000 feet. Initial climb. Let's do 7,000. And I think it was 340, wasn't it? Yes. All right, here we go. Let's set our laps to 5. Oops, not 10. 5. Thank you. And just to make sure, 10,000. Perfect. All right, here we go. Melbourne traffic, velocity 121, taxi to runway 34 via Alpha Uniform Victor Juliet, backtrack runway 34. Melbourne. Swear to God, I forget the name of the airport each time. Alright, taxi lights on. Shut that on. I need to do that. That's kind of important. Isolation valve auto. Packs on. You will hear the nice fans going on. That's already on. Let's do that. Galley already on. And yaw damper on as well. Pumps are already on. And I think we're good to go. Oh, apparently there's people. $125, 120. Crap, dude, that's so freaking long. Give me a quick second. I kind of don't like it, but that's life. Good morning, Melbourne Tower. About to taxi to runway 34 at the moment. Velocity 121.
Oh, velocity 121. Roger. Runway cleared to Adelaide, Nevis 7 departure, runway 34, climb distance 5,000, squawk 4541. And runway 34, taxi via Alpha. Would you like holding point Juliet?
Sorry, can you repeat that? Velocity 121? I mean, sorry, the taxi part.
Would you like holding point Juliet or holding point Kilo?
Stand by. Holding point Juliet is fine. Velocity 121.
Velocity 121, holding taxi via Alpha Juliet, holding point, yeah, gosh. Taxi via Alpha Juliet.
All good. Cleared for takeoff runway 34 via departure Nevis 7, climb 5,000, squawk 4541. When ready, taxi Alpha, hold at Juliet. Velocity 121. Four, 5, 4, 1. There you go. Ready. And let's go, baby. He's having a hard time, a chewy moment. Honestly, I don't blame anybody. I'm still getting kind of nervous depending on the time and different things, so I cannot, and I'm pretty sure it did the same thing as I did, which is try to get on really quickly. So yeah. He never said to me, read back correct, but that's all good. Doesn't matter much. Crap. What did he say again? Said Alpha Julia. Okay, we're good. Chewy moment, Chewy nuts. By the way, that's making me freaking laugh. Your name, FY. I don't think I can say it without actually smiling. Chewy nuts. All right, here we go. Here we go. We can hit the VNav, the LNav, and the VNav. Here you go. Have my mono, yeah, exactly. And I've learned that's kind of interesting. You know the streamer I was talking about, which she's a real captain and instructor as well. In the not the last stream he did, but maybe the one before, he was flying the Mad Dog, and at some point the airplane just went on the side, and the ATC kept saying his name, like, I'm talking to you, I'm talking to you. And everybody in chat, I didn't say anything, but I thought I had this thought in my head saying, like, dude, you need to answer the ATC. And he was just focusing on getting control back of the airplane, and then after navigating where he was supposed to do, and then after he answered the ATC. And when he checked the chat, he said, you guys need to have your priorities in line, which is aviate, navigate, communicate. If you have no control whatsoever over the airplane, there's absolutely no point in talking to the ATC. Like, there's no point at all. Like, you need to focus. This is just my favorite two words. Yeah, I figured. Honestly, the first thing I thought was the and meanwhile we have you know those Angry Birds Star Wars thing, and and my wife, not my wife, my daughter, oh, I forgot, I completely forgot the TPU, loves to take them, and she calls them Baka. Velocity 121, holding at Juliet, request to backtrack on 34.
Velocity 121. So you want to backtrack onto 34?
Yeah, if that's possible to get the whole length.
No, because what I did was I said, would you like Alpha or Juliet, or Alpha or Kilo to taxi, and I thought you wanted to depart from Juliet.
Oh, apologies, I didn't get that. Yeah. Well, your choice.
Roger. Backtrack runway 34, and for the Kilo turning bay.
Velocity 121, backtrack runway 34, and waiting, align and wait. There you go.
Just be quick about it. There's traffic on about a 30-mile final. So
Expediting velocity 121.
Yeah. When I offer intersections, just it's not always going to be full length. So if you do accept the intersection next time, I will clear you from takeoff from Juliet.
Got it. Sorry about that.
Airspeed alive.
Honestly, I didn't understand the other part. He was talking about Alpha, and I just didn't understand what it was, and I figured, okay, well, he's just asking me where on the runway do you want to you know, get on the runway. But I saw later that there was another entrance to the runway. But anyway, it happens. LST-121 ready to take off runway 34.
LC-121, runway 34, clear for takeoff.
Clear for takeoff. LST-121. There you go. And let's hit that nice thing. And let's go. Yeah, he cleared me for 5,000, that I remember. Oh, I just realized that is not on, and that is not on. What happened? Uh-oh, that's not good.
V1, rotate.
Rotate.
V2. Positive rate of climb.
Here's up. Oh man, I don't like it. Why am I not able to do that? Oh, that is not good at all. Oh, now that's working. Oh, come on. Here you go. LST-121 passing through 2,500, going for 5,000.
LC-121, I don't care about your altitude unless I'm a departure controller. But monitor Unicom 122.8, good night.
Unicom, good night. Jesus.
Airspeed low. Airspeed low.
Oh. Why again? Yeah, he was not the, you know, whatever. I'm not sure why that did that, to be honest. All right, here we go. Yeah, no, he was very impatient for sure, but honestly, it's life, whatever. All right, here we go. Flaps up. Gears up. I can even go like that and do that. And he doesn't care about my altitude. He just said that very clearly. So let's climb to our cruise altitude, which is 34,000. Yeah, it made me a bit nervous actually. Why did it not just engage? And there we go, climbing to, look at that. Until next time, my friend, enjoy your flight and have a good evening. Thank you so much, DG. Sorry, I probably missed you. Thank you for the lurk and everything, stopping by, as always. All right, here we go. We're on our way. See, that's kind of interesting. Like, we're punching through 250, like a lot. There you go. We're back on track, and at 10,000 we will punch through that. All right, here we go. My God. And 10,000. Landing lights off, runway lights off. Whoop, taxi light we're already on. Logo off, and wing off, and let our nice people roam about their business. Passing through standard altitude. Boom. Pull you up, having a hard time seeing in small screen. Yeah, I don't like and I'm pretty sure it's not a bug, it's something that happened. I'm not exactly sure why. I've learned something though. The VNAV I'm not sure, but the LNAV apparently you cannot re-engage it until you are either in a range of the next waypoint on the LNAV. Obviously I don't remember the number. I think it's like 5 miles or something, or if you're in 90 degrees angle of that waypoint. It will basically force you to go to use heading, align your aircraft towards the correct waypoint, and then you can engage LNAV, and that I did not know. And I'm pretty sure the 320 works the same way. I might be wrong, but I think. My wife just texted me, and she's in Morocco, just like I said, and apparently they're just about to start eating dinner, and it's 11 p.m. there. That's freaking crazy. Oh, lady, everything is later in Morocco. Quite literally everything. All right, let's try to enjoy a little bit of that view. That is freaking awesome. Yeah, that is not need to do that. And that traffic is on. Yes, it is. But we need to click that to get the traffic in the air, which I'm pretty sure we don't see anything, but and that little ring is the ring of the TCAS, and I believe you can modify the range a little bit, but I'm not sure how. And if you click twice, once on that and another time there, you get different readings. That's those two things I learned very recently. All right, let's check if everything looks fine. Everything looks perfect. That is fine. That is fine as well. Loud damper on, recirc fan, packs are good. Let's put that a little bit higher. And let's do that. Here you go. Yeah, and again, short flight, but that should be very cool. Whoa, look at that view. By the way, the guy said there was somebody on final. There was absolutely no one on final. There's a guy that basically is as far from the airport as I am right now. And the guy doesn't disconnect. He didn't have enough time, so I don't know what happened, but yeah, whatever. Moving on. Moving on. Maybe he was nervous. I don't know. Some you know what, I've seen whatever. I will say that I think some people take that way too seriously. Like they I don't know. They forget, like, you realize that there's not actual airplane that's gonna collide like together. Like you get that, right? They get like really friggin' nervous, like, okay, no, I get it, it's good practice, I get that part of it. You need to chill, dude. We're all here for fun. Maybe some are there to learn, I get that part, but even if that's what it is, like, you need to chill, dude. is it freaking doing that now? Polenta is acting super weird. To me, it's more of the lingo. You mean to understand? To me, it's 100% the accent. Literally, well, 95% is the accent. That's what it is for me. The biggest thing. And at times I just go, I will just change that because I know I'm screaming. At times I go text in part because of that. Like, I don't understand anything they're freaking saying. It's really freaking difficult. Man, it's cheating. Yeah, exactly. There you go. Let's do that again. Just gonna take a screenshot. No, I think the lingo, it's there's no trick. It's just practice and practice. And how the freaking hell are you gonna learn if you don't practice and make a lot of mistakes? And yeah, I've heard from I've heard a couple of times ATC actually kind of being jerks, to be honest. And I've never heard really pilot being jerks, but lately there's a nice guy who actually knows him, who comes in the stream. He's actually from Montreal, like me, and he said he had a lot of garbage from a couple of pilots to the point that he lose motivation, and I totally understand that. And that's the other thing, when there's too many airplanes, obviously it creates delays, and pilots are being jerks like, yo, come on dude, you need to move on. You're like, dude, that's not the way. Just chill, dude. Chill. I've been getting better with the help of Nomad. Oh, there you go. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, thank you for introducing me to that that guy, by the way. I didn't know him at all, and I think he said he was in Tehran, right? It's kind of funny that there's people from around the world controlling everything from around the world. CYY0. Yeah, exactly. You know that the person, usually when you know the person and it shows very, very well, they're more patient and overall nicer, I would say. He works there, RL. So basically he's an ATC in Tehran IRL, and he does that at night in Toronto. That's what I understand. That guy is crazy. Or does he live in Toronto and is from Tehran? I'm a bit confused. Maybe I missed something, I don't know. And again, beautiful. Freaking awesome. That is freaking crazy. I hope I don't get used to that too fast. I really, really hope. Three Raiders from Decimal 237. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. He's from UK, I believe, and moved for work to Toronto. Oh, got it, to work on the DC tower. Okay, okay, okay. I think he said he was from Tehran, but I don't know. It doesn't matter. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you so much. We will get the notification in like half an hour. I don't know what's going on with that, but thank you, Decimal. Thank you for the raid. Thank you for the 3 people. Welcome, welcome. Have to run. Yeah, absolutely. You have a good one, friend. Have a good one. Bye. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I will give a follow for sure. I'm back with Decimal. Oh, there you go. There you go. Good guy. Well, there you go. I must follow them. And I will say that, by the way, if somebody gives you whoops, apparently I'm live there, a raid, like raid you, dude, you should just follow the person. I don't like, yeah, but they're looking for raid, they're looking for follow. Yeah, that's not gonna change their all. It's you know, it's not gonna make their channel boom or whatever. That's not the way it works. Just be nice. Anyway, that's the way I see it. Yeah, we're out. What was he flying? I'm guessing he was flying. Hatchet. Okay, that should be quite interesting. Huh. Of the small streamers, I come across some awesome people doing that. Yeah, absolutely, absolutely, 100%. If it wasn't 737 KCLT, what is that? KCLT. I was thinking about Cleveland, but that's not Cleveland. Charlotte. Ah, yes, yes, yes. Just seeing that, I remember now. They said he's from oh, New Orleans. Oh, that's cool. I have all of those airports actually in Explain, but I don't think I have them yet. Not yet in MSFS. FYI, I'm getting unbelievably good FPS. It is a bit crazy. I'm getting better FPS in MSFS that I'm getting with Explain at the moment. Like way better. At least 20 FPS at the very least. Do that. I can do that, I guess. Yeah, and welcome everyone. And if you're not following, well, you should follow. That's just a rule. You have to. Yeah, short flight again. We're almost halfway there. And yeah, I'm gonna double check everything, but honestly I don't think I will have to do much. It's an RNAV approach, which is very strange, by the way. Never flew there, never even. Hopefully the sim won't crash. I just hope it won't crash. Yeah, that's where we are, and we're going right there. And imagine that the RNAV is like that, but we're coming in here, so I might just vector. I don't know. And yeah, there's no ILS. We don't have vertical. It means there's probably another. What is it? RNAV 5 Zulu. Wait, what? Oh, there it is. Interesting. Or you can do a VOR approach, obviously, which I'm kind of lazy. RNAV works usually quite well. Let's see what it looks like. 3000 at EDC. Boom. Let's check it out. Route EDC. Okay. I need to be at 3000 at that point. That's not a problem. Yeah, I've done RNAV many times in the Zibo. So yeah, we will test that. We will test that in the PMDG, and I'm very confident. Yeah, I'm confident it's gonna be just fine. What else is going on at chat in the last 20 minutes? Hopefully life is good. I'm looking at That's sceneries. Jesus Christ. The step is so freaking huge. Only off work and home now. Oh, good for you. Apparently that's the way it is. People, everybody's on East Coast, I'm guessing. Oh, why is it not doing that? Hold on. My butt is not using the right name. What is happening? Yeah, why is it doing that? Yes, something is up. No, not a big deal. I'm Central Time Zone in Texas. Oh! Decimal is East Coast. Yeah. From Louisiana. Actually, you know what? Let's I don't tend to do that often, but in MSFS I will definitely do that quite more. We have autos everywhere, no download necessary. About 90 miles until descent. Actually 40, 80, 100 miles. Not too bad. That's the other thing. Do we see top of descent? I don't think so, right? Nope. Nope. Yeah, that's a big difference in the Airbus. You would see those points here, top of descent. They would actually be here, just as a reference. Right. Never been to New Orleans. It's the kind of, well, Louisiana, I would say. I should say. I feel that we share a lot of background. Yeah. Alright, here we go. And FYI, if you guys haven't seen that, PMDG made videos on YouTube to help everyone, including people who actually know the airplane, how to manage stuff for the airplane itself, I mean. Let me check it out. And I learned many different things about it that I had no idea about before. Right there. Apparently they don't have a username, which is kind of strange. Here you go. And there you go. And yeah, they explained the many menus that they created here, including, and that's the part I really liked. That is easy, like the ground setup and everything. But here, they explain literally every option, like what they mean and what they do and what's the difference. That's another thing. Fail pass. I think it's operational and passive or something like that. I don't remember. And yeah, he basically explains, I believe it's the CEO of PMDG, I might be wrong, doesn't really matter, but yeah. So releasing new manuals. Honestly, there are manuals for everything. Maybe not everything is in it, but there are manuals already. PMDG releases, there's a reason why the products are well made, and that's probably a big part of it. Hold on. If I go community and you go to, there you go, that's my new airport. Yeah, and I got Brisbane as well. Brisbane. MDG, that's not what I'm looking for. There you go. You have a folder called documentation, and you have quite a bit of information in there. Well, not that I guess, but those four PDF that I read in big part. And I think that's always funny because I rarely read those. And when I read them, I realized that you should definitely read them when you know nothing about the airplane, which is not what happened at all. Most people are usually visual learners. Yeah, I honestly think that we learn better. Most people, just like you said, learn better. Somebody's telling the information. You know what it is? If somebody, I'm just made like that. If somebody reads something to me, I will usually retain the information better than if I read it myself. And in the field I'm in, it doesn't work like that at all. But thank God there's YouTube and streams and different things for that. And I've had a girlfriend, it was 100% the opposite. And to be honest, even my wife right now is probably the opposite. Meaning that you will tell them and she will in general not retain a lot of information. She will retain information, but not a lot of it. Not a lot of it. And if she sit down and read a freaking brick of a book, she will retain a lot of information, which is unbelievable to me. Those people are usually very good at school. I was, by the way, always in the middle, always. Every level I studied, I was always in the middle. But at the same time, I never pushed me either. Which probably is not what you should do when you're in school. But yeah, I realized that later in life. I never put much effort into school. It was, I wouldn't say easy, but it was kind of, you know, you absorb the information, you go, okay, that's fine. Oh, I passed. Okay, that's cool. And you know, next. That's kind of sad if you think about it, because you never, you know, you're not pushing your limits and stuff like that. But that's truly how it worked for me for a very, very long time. And my parents were like that as well. Did you pass? Yeah, okay, we're fine. That's literally the way it works. The point is, I think it's okay if you struggle to not push too much, but at the same thing, I think it's a good thing to you know, excel, if that makes any sense. Anyway, that's the way I see it. I think it's I never experienced failure until way later in life, and I think it was way harder, most probably because I never experienced failure. School was never difficult for me, even again in college. It was okay as long as I did everything. I didn't even do my homeworks. You know what I mean? I did the minimum. What do I need to? I need to do that. Okay, I did it. That's it. The people who were very good in class were the people who would do everything, study like crazy, read the whole book and everything. And I figured, what would have happened if I tried? You know what I mean? I did more effort in school, reading wise. Did to read, and I tolerate it more now. Yeah, absolutely. Honestly, I never hated it though. But no, I never really hated it though. I think it's a pattern. I don't know. Yeah, we could talk about that for a long time, but even my parents like, it's important you get a degree, and eventually I got kind of frustrated by that. Like, I don't need that. What's the point? Eventually I did, obviously. But I think it's being pissed at your parents. I don't know, it's some kind of phase, I guess. And today I'm like, yeah, that was good thinking. Like, that's not stupid at all. That was the way things should be, right? That's the way things should be. And that's the way I see it for school, by the way. Like, yeah, but you might not need it. You may change. Yeah, sure. And my father always told me, yes, but you have something to go back to. Like if you have that whatever degree, it doesn't matter, by the way, it could be anything. It doesn't have to be a doctor or anything. I'm saying whatever, what do you call that, mason or something. It doesn't matter, but you have that that proof on paper that you're qualified for that. So if something goes south really, really badly in your life, then you can come back to that, like you have that safety. But again, when you study for like 3, 4, 5, 10 years, it's really difficult to tell yourself like, yeah, I need that for my future. It's really friggin' difficult. All right, I have about 60 miles now, which is not, all right, it's not that long. Dukes, let's see. 56. Oh shoot. All right, I have less than 10 minutes before that, so just give me a quick second. I'll just use the restroom. Be back in a second. 35. See, barely 3 knots of difference, so it doesn't gonna matter much. Let me check real quick though, so I'm not surprised by anything. How long is the runway? 5. Oh, that is, oh, that's cool. Let's do 2 just for fun, but doesn't really matter. And just in case I miss it, which I won't because that's really fast. What altitude? 3,000. Yeah, another thing I learned, by the way, that I did not know. It's at 3,000, did I? Yes. Is that yes, you need oh, did I leave it on? No. You need anti-ice if you're below 10 Celsius TET, but past a certain number, I don't remember which number it is. I'm thinking we're close to that. Apparently it's physically impossible to freeze, therefore it doesn't matter at all, and I'm thinking we're probably in that range at the moment. That is a freaking movie. Honestly, I think I won't be able to do that forever, unfortunately, but until, yeah, I don't know. Right now my wife and my daughter are in Morocco, so it gives me a lot of freedom to arrange my like that. We see the ocean. A lot of freedom to basically arrange my schedule the way I want. And by the way, I'm not saying my wife is controlling or anything, but when you have kids, unfortunately, it's you need to adapt. That's just the way it is. But yeah, and she's coming back next Wednesday. Well, they're coming back next Wednesday. Therefore, I'm not streaming next Wednesday for sure. Stupid. Well, that's the way it is. I shouldn't say that. I'm gonna see the dentist on Monday. And by the way, I didn't see the dentist for like 10 years. I'm so gonna pay. I'm gonna pay big time. Swear to God. Oh, we have to remove your jaw. Like what? Something. Anyway, I'm gonna pay for it for sure. But anyway, on Monday we'll see what happens. And yeah, I have basically Tuesday. I have today, tomorrow. We're Thursday, right? Yeah, we are Thursday. Thursday, tomorrow, Saturday, Sunday. So I'll try my best to stream more. I think it's a lot of fun. Really enjoy myself, and honestly, that new airplane is motivating quite a bit. Motivating me quite a bit. It's just easy, it's fun, and you get to enjoy the really cool MSFS. And yeah, for everyone who actually are not aware, I came back. I'm not unlike many of you guys, I haven't been simming for very long, maybe 2 years now. Like very seriously and on stream and all of that. Probably less than that when I think about it. And that was when MSFS got released, because I thought it looked so cool and amazing and all of that. And what ended up happening is, obviously there was I had a lot of fun with GAs and stuff, but I kind of, you know, was looking for a challenge. I'm a technical guy in general, so I kind of like that. And obviously there was no good airliners in MSFS. There was the beginning of fly-by-wire, but even today, like, and no offense to those guys, they're doing an amazing job, but and it's free and everything, but obviously it's taking a very, very long time. And I flew that Airbus like crazy, and I do mean that. I flew that I think close to 1,500 hours, and in the end I was kind of getting bored of flying the same thing over and over and over again. So I figured, okay, what do? I go to P3D or I go to Explain? And I looked into it, and I thought that Explain had probably a better future in general. So I figured, okay, I will probably go there. But the graphics were a big barrier. Holy crap, that was a huge barrier. You just see that versus the default graphics on Explain. By the way, what you hear is my parrot screaming upstairs. He's not happy. And yeah, oh, we started the descent. Yeah, everything's good. Yeah, the graphics on Explain were a huge freaking barrier. And what ended up happening is I looked into it and I saw that there was many plugins that you could get that would make the graphics much better. So unfortunately it costs money, but you know, I was able to get them, and I was very much pleased with the results. Even right now I still think the graphics are okay, and a huge difference is there's so many great airplanes, extremely well modeled and Explain, extremely well modeled. Except for when I use Explain 10 and it killed my FPS compared to FS6 at the time. Yeah, I agree. But you know what's crazy, and I think that's absolutely crazy, is right now I'm getting better FPS in MSFS than I am in Explain 11. I'm not saying that I'm more than fine. If I get more than like 25 on a sim, I'm okay. I kind of don't care. But yeah, and that's kind of where I said like the bar will be very freaking high is high for Explain right now, because they will have to compete with that. There's a freaking fly in there. How the hell did you get in there? So yeah, I'm rooting for them quite a bit. But yeah, basically every developer from P3D is slowly going into MSFS. I truly believe that MSFS is the future at the moment. So it's definitely better optimized for the current PC equipment. Yeah, exactly. They're using, and that's the other thing. Not Explain. Microsoft made DirectX, right? So they probably know the limits and what they can improve and all of that. So anyway, we see it right now. It's just freaking crazy. The sounds are amazing, by the way. We hear that very low bass. Jesus Christ, that's amazing. Yeah, and I never tried P3D ever. Just like I said, I started or went back, whatever, in MSFS, and I figured, okay, what do I do? And I thought there was a better future for Explain, which I think my bet is probably better. See, that's a bad orthos right there. That's the kind of thing I would have never noticed before. Maybe not that. Well, I don't know. Maybe not. Anyway, yeah. And yeah, I cannot wait to see what they do with Explain 12, but the bar is very high. Very, very high. Oh, what's the temperature though? Minus, oh yeah, that's fine. So that's 28, that's fine. Yeah. Isn't it kind of crazy that better computer are running a little bit faster everything, but it's mostly the optimization of everything that makes a huge difference. Makes you think. But at the same time, see, by the way, those are bad orthos. That's the kind of thing I would have never noticed before Explain, because I created a bunch of them. That's the shadow of a cloud, basically. That is not removed from the ortho itself. I would have never ever noticed that before generating orthos for Explain. All right, landing soon. Oh, apparently we're too low. See, that's the kind of thing I'm not understanding quite well, but we're at 1,000. Oh, okay. See, we're below the glide slope, but we're slowly getting it back, and I'm guessing that's probably the default. Since it knows we're in descent, it stays like that until it keeps, there you go, and we're going back on that glide path, or that V path. Yeah, an FS lab is going to MSFS. Yeah, it took almost 2 years, or exactly 2 years, for MSFS to get a good airliner. That is a long time. That release date was not, didn't mean much. By the way, Chet, you didn't get at all MSFS, correct? Like, are you planning to get it, or you don't care much? You said like you're fine with P3D. That view is probably my favorite. Correct, I don't plan on it. Well, there you go. Good for you. Man of simple tastes. It's not even taste, actually. I don't know what it is. No, I don't know. I fell back into it. By the way, I used to I've been streaming for quite a while, but I used to stream basically anything. And when MSFS got out, I just fell, I don't know, I felt like a kid in a toy store. And to be honest, I didn't know that there was like a community for that, because I figured, okay, I lost most of the people that used to come watch my stream, because obviously that's a huge difference of content. But at the same time, there's like so many other people that came in and that I met. So comes out of an OS that will kill my P3D. I'm forced to update the OS. Got it. Well, good for you. I'm very curious to see what will happen to P3D though. It doesn't matter much. Obviously, I'm not using it, but I'm very curious to see how it will turn out. And yeah, I have a feeling that when airplanes, like let's say from PMDG and FS Lab, for instance, more than that, but those primarily will be available for MSFS, I have a feeling that people will slowly migrate towards the other one. And I've heard again that pilot I was talking about, that 737 pilot, who is a great instructor in my, but not well, instructor. I don't know if he's good as an instructor, but he's good as a streamer explaining stuff. That's what I will say. He was asked directly, do you think this MSFS PMDG 737 is better than the PMDG in P3D? And he said yes. And I can notice many different things. And that's the other thing. There's many ways you can judge if the product is good or not. For me, it's the visuals. Second things is the features. Are they modeled? The things that I know. But that guy was going really far. He was like turning the yoke and seeing how the airplane reacts. He was looking at the elevator while moving to see if the speed makes sense. He put you should definitely check out even the video. He made a stream, and he was literally testing if the airplane reacts the same way a real one is, right? And one thing he did was he let the airplane not on idle, but like leveled up. Was it flight deck to say? Exactly, that's him. Absolutely. And he just pushed the thrust, and he was looking how the pitch would react, and same thing if you pull back. There's a balloon effect when you go down the glide slope, and you go, I believe, to flaps 40 or flaps 30. A small effect, like when you can see a small balloon and then it comes down. And it was literally checking if the airplane was doing all of those things. And I went like, Jesus Christ, okay, that's a level that only an experienced pilot would go to. And he compared it quite a bit. Compared it more than he worked as kind of the reference for Zibo, apparently, for like 4 years. Every updates and stuff on the Zibo, he was actually testing and reporting back what's correct, what's not correct, what can be improved, and all of that. And he was yeah, he said my expectation are greatly has been exceeded quite a bit. And I went, Jesus, okay. And he had to pay, I think it was a bit pissed by that. I might be wrong and it doesn't matter. But yeah, PMDG, even the PMDG YouTube channel went into his stream while he was streaming it. And he said, why didn't you give me a copy of your product? I asked nicely. And apparently send them an email saying like, could I get, you know, can I be part of the whatever beta testing? A bunch of streamers got it, right? And apparently they never answered them. Something is telling me that maybe next time he will be part of it. He's a big, that's the thing though, and it's a good thing that he seems like a nice guy, because right now he's there's a reason why we call those guys influencer, right? At this point right now it might change, but at this point, like, if he says that's a very good product, usually I will believe it. And he's very honest about sponsors and stuff like that. And usually I've seen that many times when he gets, like, let's say a scenery that he gives in a giveaway, usually will pay for another a second one that he will pay himself. And he will say openly, like, this one I got it for free, but this other one I paid for it. And I think it's just a way of saying, like, I don't want to... What the freaking hell is that? Is that an actual mountain, or that looks like a something wrong? Because that's super... Yeah, I don't think that's right. Yeah, I don't think that's right. What the hell? Man, I'm kind of curious now. Anyway. I think that's just his way of saying, like, I don't want my whatever, what I think and stuff like that be subjected to the fact that people don't believe my opinion and stuff like that because of sponsorship, which I don't think. I mean, I think being honest is very important. I agree, and I think it's very easy to lose credibility if you don't disclose those things and you're not being honest about everything, because I think it shows. And I'm thinking of one streamer that I won't name, that I trusted, and I eventually realized that, okay, dude, you're definitely getting paid for that. Which is not the end of the world, by the way, getting paid for that. That's not what I'm saying. But when you notice, dude, the product is really not that great and you're still like saying it's good, it's just not true. You're definitely getting paid for that. Anyway, point was simple. I just stopped trusting whatever he was saying about everything. And yeah, the thing about that he paid the scenery, I've seen him do that a couple of times. I'm not saying he does that every time. That's not what I'm saying, but that is freaking amazing. I hope I don't get used to that too fast. That is freaking amazing. Yeah, and Adelaide is in that kind of weird crescent here. All right, let's get ready slowly for the approach. Let's do that. Let's do that, even though that's not really what's going on. Let's do that. Let's do that. And do that, do that, do that, do that. We're a little bit 800 feet before. And yeah, I noticed that when you descend, it slows down really fast to the point that I'm not sure that's realistic. The way it was reported, that's what I said earlier. Actually, I think the descent is a bit conservative. Like, it's really slow actually. Obviously you need to be at 250 at 10,000. I get that part. Oh, drag report. But still, I don't know, it looks very early. Oh, above 10 degrees. I didn't even check. Thank you, computer. Yeah, we're at 17. It's freaking hot out here. Yeah, that weird polygon that we're seeing over there, I don't think it's there anymore. So it's definitely, it was a bug. Don't know what it is, what it was, but yeah. And we have D-cell over there. There you go. There you go. Switching back to real QNH. And getting ready for the approach. And yeah, I got this spayware that I really hope is okay. I didn't even spawn in to load, so if I get a crash to desktop, I wouldn't be surprised, but hopefully we're not gonna get that. Oh, that's true. Nope. Where the frickin' hell? Y pad, there you go. Fix Y pad 1 2 1. Boom. What? Why did I do that? That's my flight number. Let's do 20. Yeah, and let's do 5. Feed my WRB before landing. Yeah. Happy doggy. Alright, let's start. Flaps. Speed brake out. And now we need to hit 3000 at pad C. Drag required, of course. That is set. Yeah, I need to remember. I believe I don't have much to do. And that's the other thing. I think I can just hit approach, but I'm not 100% sure. So I'm gonna do, say 0. Doesn't really matter. Is it 400? 5 is 14. That is not correct. So 0 auto, that's fine. We're fine. Seatbelt on. And we are good. right, here we go. Flaps 2. Or flaps 5 apparently. Let's use more speed brake. We're at flight to 10, that's fine. So Adelaide Airport is somewhere here, I'm guessing. Do that. Flaps down again. If I'm at flaps 15 already, that's kind of a problem. I hope I did not do that. Flaps 10, there you go. $10 before, I believe it's top of descent. Not top of descent, but top of glide slope, I should say. And of course I have 0 information here. That's 10 miles. Yeah, I don't know. I think we're gonna slow down faster. Ears down. Yeah, I need to check more stuff on the approaches, RNAV approaches. I'm a bit skeptical. I might be wrong, but I think if you click approach when the RNAV starts, it's at least that's the way it works on the Airbus. So I'm not sure exactly. Welcome back, Hatchet. Maybe somebody can answer me that, by the way. I'm gonna follow an RNAV and I know what I'm doing right now will work, but it doesn't feel right though. As I need to put the altitude to the runway in order for the RNAV to continue going down. So I don't know if that's the way it should work. In an Airbus, you would put the altitude at similar to an ILS at the beginning of the glide path, and then you click approach. You hit approach, it will switch you, but it's instead of RNAV, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, that would make sense. Like, you have it right. What I think is weird about that, and I did something different, by the way. Anyway, I'm not gonna do it no matter what. Is it's kind of dumb. I don't know. I think I'm mistaken about something, because the missed approach altitude needs to be set before. But obviously, if you go to 0, like at the go around, you need to set it back, right? Yeah, exactly. $14 outside. Let's go flaps 25. And I think we can arm that. There you go. We are good there. Yeah, I need to read on that. I'm not 100% sure about that. Somebody helped me on stream before, by the way, and during an RNAV approach, we hit the approach button. I just don't know exactly how you, like, where you trigger that, because I know you're right. If I click that right now, I might be wrong even. I think it will show VOR, and we'll try to look for VOR. Flying tryers in a game changer while you fly in the sim. Here's the thing though, I almost started with it. So it's right now, I will tell you that it would be very difficult for me to not use it. And it happened before. In MSFS, sometimes it just hangs. and there's nothing to make it come back. So the only way to do that is to get out of the sim and come back, which is obviously MSFS takes a while. So I finished a couple of flights with just the mouse, and honestly it was a struggle. I think it's the kind of thing that when you start it, it's very difficult to go back to not having it. I've been using for about 8 years. Same for me, I've been using it. Oh, do you mean the track IR? Well, there you go. I think it's probably the same thing. It's almost like a handicap at some point. Like, it's very freaking difficult to... Oh, I thought it was my 5 miles. It was not. Oh well. We're gonna slow down way down. There you go. And we're catching that. There you go. And RNAV, you are definitely not allowed. There's no auto landing on an RNAV approach. That's called a non-position approach, I believe. I still don't see the runway. There's a freaking fly. What the hell? That is set. That is set. We're good. Double checking everything. Oh, that's one thing I forget. I think the runway is over there. We should be fine. No, I got used to it. And by the way, the pause button is on my mouse, and that's probably the best move I've ever done. So I can just zoom in, pause, and then I click the buttons and everything, and I just click back, and that's it. And I never, you know, my hand is always on that button. It's not a problem at all. Dude, I'm still... Oh, there you go, right there. Put it. The thing is, yeah, is right there. See, it's that button right there. So I don't even think about it. And on stream is it's very useful as well. There you go. I think we're right on it. Gonna sign it. Yeah, there you go. I did that in the Track IR app, and I made sure in MSFS that I disabled it completely. Disabled the button itself. Make sure it doesn't cause any problem. I didn't, by the way, I didn't verify at all my altitude or everything or anything, but it seems seems very much right. I don't have my... I don't have any minimum set. Let's do 100 just for fun, which is way lower. Let's do 200,
1,000.
which is much lower than any RNAV should ever be, but whatever, so we have one. Yeah, and that's one thing as well. I don't think you can trust the Pappies much. It's way better than it used to be, but it was not that long ago. All right, I think we're good. Let's wait to catch that light path again. See, I never got light path anywhere. I'm pretty sure I need to hit approach. I don't know. Not the time to test it. All right, disconnect. Disconnect. Disconnect.
500.
Yeah, see, the Peppy's telling me I'm too low. Well, actually, I could be. I'm probably too low, actually.
Approaching minimums.
That's not that stupid when I think about it.
Minimums.
Continue. I bet. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I'm too low, but it's fine anyway.
100. 50.
Idle.
30. 20.
Yeah, I have trouble centering apparently. Whoa, 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 whoa. Yeah, I felt. Yeah, I felt I was coming in too fast. Yeah, it's all right. Reverser on. All right, I paid for that airport, so it better be good. Oh, there you go, right there. Reverser. Wait, what? Oh, next. All right, let's continue. No, it's fine, it's fine. Let's do that right there. Honestly, it seems okay, but not great. We'll see. All right, boom, 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 boom. Taxi on. Position strobe. There you go. Whoa, whoa, whoa! Slow down, dude. Adelaide traffic velocity 121. Vacated runway 05 at Delta 1. Taxi to gate via Alpha Kilo. Adelaide. Oh, it's cool. I don't remember how much I paid for it, so it's kind of difficult to just say it was worth it or not. I just don't remember. I know I got it on sale too. By the way, that expression is just the best expression ever for my wife. To just say that. Did I think I did. Yeah, but I got it on sale. It could be $2 million. Yeah, but I got it on sale. Yeah, that's not, you know, it could be a steal. Welcome to Adelaide, which is not the greatest airport in the world, but it's fine. Oh, it's cool actually. I'm happy about that. All right, starting APU. And we're on intercepting Kilo. Not bad though. Yeah, thank you, thank you. It's kind of funny because my first 3 flights with that airplane, I greased it like I did that all my life, because I think in Explain it's much harder. But you know, is it actually harder, or it's just different? Because obviously the sim has something to do with it. All right, let's go someplace cool, but I don't think there's really any place cool here. Hey Saudi Wolf, can you fly with, actually I just, yes you can, by the way, you can always join, friend. You don't even have to ask. And thank you for stopping by, FYI, but we're just we are just landing. I'm gonna end the stream very soon, but that's obviously you can come anytime. I'm on Eastern USA, but yeah, it's never a problem, and I'm on VATSIM as well. Yeah, and I think there's those things. Yeah, enough, exactly. That's MSFS limitation. Everybody's welcome always. No worries. All right, we're gonna follow those lines if they mean something. Let's go. And there you go. Let's pull that. Let's do that. Let's shut down those engines. And welcome to Adelaide. Off. Collision off. Wings off. Logo off. All right. Let's do that. Do that. Do that. Do that. Let's stop those two. Well, actually, technically, I need to do menu, that, ground, and then, yeah, here you go. You're just in time to judge your parking. Well, there you go. Hello, Siffarus. You take care, dude. See you next time. Absolutely. Thank you for stopping by, Saudi Wolf. No worries. Oh, I'm happy about the... Oh, look at that. Custom jetway. Okay, I'm happy about that. Oh, I'm happy about that. That look, yeah, that looks nice. All right, let's do that. Aircraft jetway. Yeah, it is actually quite cool. Oh. Oh well. Alright. Let's do that. Let's request ground power. How was your flight? It was cool. It was cool actually. We did Sydney to Melbourne, Melbourne to Adelaide. I've never flown there. Yeah, see, it disconnects when I do that. Not exactly sure why. It's not a big deal. Boom. And disconnect APU. Or shut off APU, I should say. Here you go. That's fine. That's fine. Let's do that. I can do that. I can do that. And I can do that.